Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss the case of Principal Commissioner of Income Tax versus Royal Western India Turf Club Limited. This case is reported in 450 ITR at page number 707. The matter has been decided by Bombay High Court and the date of the judgment is 22nd December 2021. The main logic of discussing this case is that there is a lot of importance of the concept of consistency in the income tax proceedings. When the department is accepting on the year-to-year basis the return of the income of the assessee and passing the assessment orders and taking a viewpoint, then without change in the circumstances, without changing the facts and circumstances and without change in the law, the department cannot take a second stance. In this particular case, the assessee is running a race course. The assessee is receiving membership fees from its members and transferring it to the General Reserve Fund and treating it as a capital receipt. The club is as old as 1925 and the club is taking the same policy of treating the membership fees received from the members as capital receipt by transferring into the general fund, and the department has also accepted the viewpoint in the various orders passed under section 143 subsection 3 since 1925. But in the assessment related to the assessment year 2009-10, the assessing officer changed the stance of the department by saying that it is not a capital receipt, it is a revenue receipt, and hence the assessing officer made the additions. The assessee was saying that section 4 of the Income Tax Act says that only the revenue income can be taxed, not the capital receipt, or you can say only the real income can be taxed. When the assessee went to the CIT appeal, in this case CIT appeal gave relief to the assessee because it was a clear case, although we have seen that when there are some technical issues, the CIT appeals do not take a very concrete stance and they just pass the order which has been passed by the assessing officer. But in this case, the CIT appeal gave a very welcome judgment. So the assessee went to the ITAT. When the matter was before the Honorable ITAT by relying on the judgment of the Bombay High Court in the case of CIT versus Business Services Pvt Limited. In this case also there was the same issue involved. The fees was received from the members as the membership fees, and in that case also the Bombay High Court has gave the decision into the favor of the assessee. So by relying on that judgment, the ITAT upheld the order of the CIT appeal. Department as a practice, not on the principles of substantial question of law, moved to the High Court, and the High Court categorically said that in this case there is no substantial question of law which has been framed. So the viewpoint which has been taken by the CIT appeal and by the Honorable ITAT is valid, and in this particular case, since 1925, the assessee is treating the same membership fees which has been received from the members as a revenue receipt, as capital receipt, and transferring into the General Reserve Fund. That approach is valid, and the addition made by the assessing officer is not justified in the eyes of the law. Friends, we have seen that department moved to the higher forums against the decisions which have been passed against the department as a routine matter, whether it is a fit case for the appeal or not. So in this front also I have noticed that the legal cell which is responsible for making the case for the appeal, this is my personal opinion, that there is not very much application of the mind, and they just refer the matter for the appeals. And we have seen that when the grounds of appeal are made, they are so fake. Just they are made for the purpose of going into the appeal. They do not have any merits on the case. So it also takes the time of the courts, which the court have to give to the urgent matters. But it is very unfortunate that our judiciary is giving a lot of time to the matters which should not be repeated as a routine matter. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Principal Commissioner of Income Tax versus Royal Western India Turf Club Limited. This case has been reported in 450 ITR at page number 707. The matter is decided by the Bombay High Court and the date of the judgment is 22nd December 2021. Thank you, friends.